Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss stories like this. The night of the party started like any other gathering at our house. Laughter, glasses clinking, soft music drifting through the air. My wife, Claire, had gone all out decorating for my birthday, saying she wanted it to be a night I'd never forget. She wasn't wrong. Old friends I hadn't seen in years came, including Ryan, my so-called best friend. We'd been inseparable since college. Shared apartments, heartbreaks, wild stories. But lately, something in his smile felt off. He'd been calling Claire more than usual, always under the pretense of planning party details. I ignored it. I trusted him. After decades of friendship, what could go wrong? From the moment Ryan walked in, I felt the shift. He hugged Claire longer than necessary, complimented her dress twice, and winked when our eyes met. Everyone laughed at his joke about how lucky I was, but I saw through it, the hunger behind the grin, desire cloaked in humor. I tried to ignore it. It was my night and I didn't want a scene. But as the evening progressed, his comments grew bolder, touches lingering longer. To my disbelief, Claire didn't stop him. She laughed. She blushed. At one point, Ryan leaned casually against the kitchen island, hand brushing her lower back. I caught fragments of their conversation. Him teasing her about old college flings, her laughing, saying men never change. My chest tightened, instincts screaming at me to confront him, but I smiled instead. Life has a way of teaching patience. Let a fool dig his own grave. Ryan was already deep. You see, months ago, Ryan had shown up at my door drunk and desperate. His company had been audited and he'd been embezzling for nearly 2 years. He begged me to stay quiet. I helped him, covering tracks, paying off an auditor he'd nearly ruined. Not for him, but for the sake of a friendship I didn't want to lose. But watching him flirt with my wife and mock my life, that mercy felt like a mistake. One I was ready to correct. When someone raised a toast in my honor, Ryan stood, grinning. You've got the best wife, the best house, the best life. Makes the rest of us look bad. Huh. Laughter rippled through the room. Claire smiled awkwardly. I smiled too, but mine wasn't friendly. You're right, Ryan, I said slowly. I do have a good life, but you forgot something important. I also have the best evidence. The laughter died. Ryan blinked. Evidence? He asked, trying to sound casual. I scanned the room calmly. Since we're sharing, I said, gesturing toward him, here's a fun fact. This man isn't just charming, he's creative with numbers. Company funds, about $200,000 worth. Gasps filled the room. Ryan's smile vanished. Jason, what the hell are you? Don't play dumb, I interrupted, my voice sharp but controlled. Remember the audit? The night you begged me to keep quiet? I did, until now. Claire's eyes went wide. Ryan went pale. I let the silence do its work. You're lying, he stammered, but I already had my phone out. I tapped play. His drunken confession echoed through the speakers. Please, they'll ruin me. I didn't mean to take that much. His own words sealed him. I kept that recording for your protection, I said quietly. But seeing how you repay loyalty, flirting with my wife, mocking my marriage, I think everyone deserves to know who you really are. Ryan's face flushed crimson. Veins bulging, he shouted nonsense. Claire recoiled, disgust clear in her eyes. Guest stepped back. He lunged at me, but 2 friends held him back. You think this makes you better than me? He spat. No, I said evenly. It just makes me done protecting you. I turned to Claire. Her eyes shimmered with confusion and guilt. And you? I said softly. I don't blame you for being flattered, but ask yourself, if he'd do that to his company, what makes you think he'd treat you any better? Her face crumpled. The truth hit harder than any punch could. I walked out calmly, letting the cool night air hit my skin. Behind me, the unmistakable crack of a door slamming echoed. Ryan being thrown out by the very people who once cheered him. An hour later, my phone buzzed. A message from Claire. Jason, please come home. We need to talk. I didn't answer. Some conversations don't need words. Silence was enough. And that night, it was the sweetest sound I'd ever heard. In the days that followed, Ryan's company collapsed under investigation. Claire tried to apologize, but something in me had shifted forever. I'd lost my best friend that night, maybe my marriage too, but I gained something far more valuable. Peace. Betrayal always reveals itself. Sometimes all you need is a stage. And that night, Ryan handed me the microphone himself.